Good evening and welcome to Greenville University on the Panthers Sports Network. I'm James O'Sullivan bringing you the action here of this volleyball match as we have the Webster Gorlocks coming in at 11-12 on the season, 5-5 inside SLIAC play, playing against the host Greenville Panthers, who are coming in at 19-6, 9-0 inside SLIAC play. They've also won 6 out of their last 7 as we're closing in on the end of the regular season. Greenville, 3 matches left here inside conference play. They have Webster tonight. They have Fontbonne on Friday. And then they go to Spalding to end the season next Tuesday before the conference championship on Saturday the 6th. So about 10 days away from that. Quick look at the conference standings before we pause for our anthem and lineups. Greenville sitting at 9-0, Westminster at 7-2, Spalding is 6-4, Webster is 5-5, Fontbonne's also 5-5, Blackburn and Eureka round things out. Blackburn at 1-8, Eureka 0-9 inside SLIAC play, and the Panthers are the only team inside the conference to have a winning record overall. They're at 19-6, as I said earlier. Westminster at 11-14, Spalding 9-11, Webster 1 game under at 11-12, 8-14 for Fontbonne, 2-22 for Blackburn, Eureka at 4-17. So Greenville hoping to go and finish this out with a perfect conference record. I'm not sure if it is official yet or not. All likelihood that they will play host to the conference tournament as they have that 2-game lead on Westminster. They have beaten Westminster twice, so they would have to lose their last 3 in order not to host the conference tournament, especially with the next closest behind Webster, or behind Westminster, being 2 games behind them at Spalding at 6-4. So I think this one, a win tonight for Greenville, will actually give them the number 1 seed. It is a 4 team, so the top 4 will move on into the conference tournament. Right now, it's Webster Fontbonne battling for that final spot as we will pause now for a prayer and national anthem.
We thank you for the gift of sports. Let our actions today reflect your character and grace as we enjoy the gift of athleticism. We thank you for the opportunity to host Webster on our campus, and we pray for the safety and protection of all, both on and off the court. We pray that we might honor you in all that we do, and especially the demonstration of humility, patience, and self-control. May what we do here assist us in becoming better disciples in our journey of faith in Christ. Amen. We will now honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Today's starters. First for Webster. Number 5, Tori Sichlario. Number 17, Julia Frey. Number 22, Lauren Borick. Number 23, Emma Lepke. Number 26, Kaylee Portal. 27, Mary Nelson. And number 30, Kyra Genzel. Now your starters.
So the starting lineup for the Webster Gorlocks, they will have Tori Ciccolero, the junior from St. Louis, in there, along with the junior Julia Fry, another junior Lauren Borick, yet another junior Emma Lepian, yet another one in Kaylee Portel, another junior Mary Nelson, and the lone senior is the libero Kara Gensel. And the lineup for the Panthers, no surprises here. It's going to be the senior-led group with Anna Fink, Lauren Spivey, Peyton Morris, Jasmine Smith, Emily Stahl, and Chastity Hill is the libero. You know, you will also see a lot of, I skipped the Sarah Lempa in there. You know, you'll see a lot of Murray and Patton as well. Be interesting to see how these teams line up to start, as Greenville in the orange will be on the near side, Hill the libero in the all black. And on the far side, Webster in the yellow with Gensel, their libero, in blue. And I was wondering how things will start with the big hitter for Webster in Lauren Borick, the junior out of Belleville, leading the way with 305 kills. Looks like she will start left front and have 3 rotations along the front row, and I kind of expected Coach Ackerman to do what it looks like he has going. It's going to be Anna Fink starting left front there, so you will have that big block of Fink and Spivey up on Borick here for most of the time through the front row, at least for this opening set. And Webster will start with serve. It will be Ciccolero on serve to start things off here in this SLIAC match. Is closing in on the end of conference play. Good pass in the middle. It's going to be an easy first kill for Lauren Spivey to lead things off. Now Lempa on serve, tight pass tipped over. And a nice swing going cross. There was Portel. And now Portel will go back to serve. The standing float, hard one, good pass. Fink tips it in the block, and it will be a kill for Anna Fink. And now Hill will serve. And the kill for Julia Fry. These two teams did play back on the 9th, or the 30th of September. It was a 3-1 victory for Greenville. We'll go into that more when we get a chance, as Mary Nelson back to serve. In the middle, and Nelson digs that one up. The roll shot taken by Spivey. Ciccolero on the dig, tipped over on 2. Hill was right there. And a big swing down the line. Good rally here early on in this one. Only the 5th point. And it's going to end with an Anna Fink kill. And now the double sub with Patton and Murray coming in. Fink and Lempa to the sideline. Sakura Patton will hit right side with Caitlin Murray in the set in the 6-2 offense. And a double contact called on Mary Nelson. If you were with us the other night last Friday when they hosted Wash U, there were a lot of double contacts called in that one. Murray with a one-handed stab. Off the block, Hill with the dig. Boric, hard tip. And she'll get the kill. Gabby Zaldana comes in, the freshman from Michigan. The swing on the left side. Chiculero to the sideline. Boric with a short serve. Blocked there in the middle by Fry. Patton with a big swing. Boric digs it out. And it's a free ball. Tried to go with a little bit of tempo there, but it was pass wasn't there, and almost a dig diving in from Saldana, but couldn't get there. And Glazebrook will come in to serve for Peyton Morris. Amber Glazebrook, the junior out of Warrenton. And she'll get the dig on that one as well. Spivey with her first swing from the pin is dug. Stahl tips. Nelson with a nice dig. Patton off the right side. Boric digs that one out. A roll shot. In the middle, and a nice spot from Emily Stahl to end that one. Panthers up 6-3 early. On the right side, off the tape and out, and it will be a Panthers point. Another serve for Glazebrook, and it'll be a free ball coming. Nice deep spot. And the block. Nice job by Glazebrook to dive and keep that one alive. And now Murray able to keep it up. Bork with a good read. In the middle, tipped over. In the middle and out. They want a touch. No touch detected. Good rally there. Nice digs, including Glazebrook there deep in the corner. But Gensel now back to serve. Down 3. Hill with the serve receive. Spivey way outside. Nice cut by Lauren Spivey. Or Jasmine Smith, I'm sorry. That was Smith there on the right side with a great cut to bring that one back in and get the kill. Spivey in the middle, and that one goes to Portell with that finish. Hill in the back row for Stahl. And Allie Spoor, the senior from Quincy, in to serve. And probably set as well. Spivey is blocked. Nelson and Portell in on that block. And Kaylee Portell has a couple kills and a block assist early on, and what a line shot by Jasmine Smith. Second on the team in kills, coming in at 185. Put that one down the line. Spoor comes out. Lepian comes back in. She will set out of the back row. So Spoor in there as a serving specialist. Lempa Tipped over. Smith again gets the kill. Jasmine Smith quickly up to 3 putaways in this one. A 10-6 lead for the Panthers. Deep serve and an ace for Jordan Lempa. 26 aces for her. Now, the team now has 140. Timeout called at 11-6. Webster uses the timeout. They are coached by Mary Graff in her 21st season as the Panthers head coach. Emily Knowles and Jameson Stanton are her assistants. Knowles played for her a few years ago and is back as the assistant coach. Mentioned these two playing on the 30th. Something you can look at. Their blocks and aces were pretty much even there on that, but the hitting percentage is .071 hitting percentage for Webster in that game, a .211 hitting percentage for Greenville. They are normally up in the 200s on that hitting percentage, but when they were here the other night against Wash U, they really shut them down as Greenville was 0 on their hitting percentage, 24 kills, 24 errors in that one, but up in the 200s most of the time. So we'll keep an eye on what those are when we get stats here between sets. As back to action on this one, and it's a block, and it will stay down on the Webster side. And now doubling up, 12-6. Lempa still on serve, tipping it in the middle, and Lempa digs it out. I think we're going to send a free ball right into the middle, but it was an overpass. And a Fink down the line. Really doesn't go as a true right side. Having the middle background that she does and even played middle started this season, will cut in a little bit more towards the middle of the floor than do the slide approach to get to the outside instead of just coming straight in like you saw right there from Saldana. Blocked, but right at Smith, so she had to take it. Saldana has it dug out. Boric with a nice dig. Good run through set. Another good rally here in the middle. No miscommunication there. I think Lempa wanted to go in the middle to Spivey. Spivey wasn't expecting it. Smith did not expect the quick. So no one was there for that one. Cicalero into serve. Crowd still filing in here at Greenville on this Wednesday evening. The overpass, but tipped out. Boric, I think, thought it was tipped in, but it was not. If she looked over at the sideline there, I think everyone, including her, thinks she should have taken a big swing on that one instead of just trying to tip it. You don't mind her tipping it to the side where no one's going to be. But an overpass against a team like this, you don't want to have it lose a point on it. Finch with another kill. This one toward off the block of Boric. Couldn't really see it there on the replay, but it did hit the antenna off the block. Tipped into the block as Boric does the same thing Finch just did and put it off the block. Only the second kill. Boric had not much to do there. She really only had the chance to tip that one like she did, and a smart play to tip it in the block. That one is tooled off the block. Fink up to, I have her for 5 kills already in this game. She led the way for Greenville at 17 in their previous meeting. Now off the antenna. A 17-8 lead, and I believe another timeout. So Webster has used both of their timeouts here in set one. They used one at 11-6, and now here at 17-8. So a 6-2 run for the Panthers after that timeout. You like to see that if you're a Greenville fan. Of course, Greenville coached by Tom Ackerman. Him and Mary Graff have gone at it for a long time. Both of their respective schools. Close to 20 years. Haley Gibson's the associate head coach. Phil Davis and Nick Horrigan also on the bench as assistants. And an interesting stat when you look at Greenville, obviously coming in with that 19-6 record and undefeated 9-0 in conference play. They are 17-2 in 3-set matches. They're 2-2 in 4-setters, and they're 0-2 in 5-set matches. So they are really doing their job quickly this season. With only 6 sets going past the minimum, they take care of business early on. Up 17-8 here. Down the line, nice shot by Mary Nelson. I have seen her do that quite a bit, as I did a lot of her high school matches when she was playing at Bishop DeBerg in St. Louis. Here's a setter and hit from the outside a few times there, but hitting right side here in college and doing a fine job at that as well as running an offense. Murray and Patton double switch here. Doubling them up 18-9. Murray on serve. Cross court, nice shot from Spohr to put that one down. You can see it, Nelson sets it up and just a cross court shot placed perfectly. Webster down 8. They really need a run from Borick. Gensel with a nice dig. Tipped over on 2. Murray right there. Big swing, and it's blocked. Stahl along with Peyton Morris on that block. And another ace, this one for Glazebrook. She's got 22 aces on the season. And with no timeouts, Coach Graff doesn't have a whole lot of options to stall it a little bit, so she will go with Cassie Gray, a freshman out of Columbia, Missouri, in for Borick in the back row, and they serve right at her. Good, smart play by Glazebrook to serve at the player that's been standing on the sidelines, hasn't touched the ball in 20 minutes. We'll see if they go right back to her. They kept her out of system, but instead we have our first missed serve of the game. And a double block. That one's going to be Portell and Saldana up on that one. Nicely done to turn that one into the open floor. Smith had it through in the overpass on the dig. Stahl off the block and down. And now she will go back to serve, trying to finish this one out at 22-12. Big swing out of the middle for Portell. She's got at least 3 kills now in this one. And Spohr will go back to serve. Off the block, I believe so. Yes, it was. Sakura Patton with the kill. 23-13. Lempa on serve. Off the tape. On the right side, and Lempa digs it. Big swing from Smith, but Gensel right there. And that's going to go. Saldana with her first kill. The 5'9" freshman. And Boric now back into the front row. Ciccolaro serving. He puts it off the tape. Blaisberg with a good pass. And the tape helps Smith on that one. As she hits it from the right side. Tried to go cross. Got tape rolled across it. And down. Give her 4 kills. Set point at 24-14. Boric on the inside. No, just misses. A big swing from Boric, but just missed, apparently, in the corner. And it is a 25-14 victory for Greenville in set 1. We'll take a break, come back, more action here on the Panthers Sports Network, Webster and Greenville Volleyball.
It started in a small town in southern Illinois, where a dream to play collegiate basketball took me from my familiar Christian home to a faith-filled university. And before I knew it, I found a new home, on the court with my basketball team, as the student body president, where I felt even more in love with my community. And I found a leader, in myself, in the marketing department, covering social media, learning about photography and video, and starting a podcast. On the stage at a local church, and in the dorm as an RA. In the classroom, student teaching as an English education major. A major I chose when I decided to cultivate my passion for writing, and when I felt a call from God to become a guidance counselor and a coach. On this path, I was challenged like I've never been challenged before. I learned to dig deep, trust myself, and trust God. My faith grew strong, my friends became my family, and when I tripped up, I found support and love, guidance and grace. I learned that I was uniquely made to shape the world, that my passions mean something, and my purpose is out there, ready to be fulfilled. I chose this path, and I am prepared for what lies ahead. I was uniquely made to shape the world.
Back here on the Panthers Sports Network, looking through some of the stats I mentioned. I was curious what the hitting percentages will be since what they were after their first match. Here after set 1, it is largely in favor of the Panthers. They're hitting .343 here through the first set. 15 kills on 35 swings, only 3 errors. For Webster, 9 kills on 32 swings, 7 errors for them. Gorlocks are led the way by Portell with 3. Bork has 2. On Greenville side, Finch with 5. Smith with 4. Block assists are the same, 4 each. Saldana, Portell with 2 block assists, and Nelson with 1 and 1 each for Finch, Spivey, Morris, and Stahl. 1 ace, or 2 aces rather, for the Panthers. No ace, no errors for the Gorlocks. And an 86% side out percentage for Greenville. They sided out 13 of 15, 12 of 24 on the other side. But the big difference is definitely that hitting percentage and how good they have been at the line, or at the net, I should say. Second set ready to get started here. 25-14 there in set 1. And looks like things will stay the same with Finch and Boric each starting left fronts. So 3 rotations for each of them against each other at the start. And if nothing else, that's just a big block in front of Boric. Lempa begins this one with the serve. And the free ball could have been coming, but it is not, as that was well outside, pretty much against the net. Boric couldn't bring it back. Good pass there off the right side. Big swing. Portell with the big one from the right side. Nice cut shot there as well. Smith tips it to Calero on the dig. And just missing that one long. Calero on the serve receive. Blocked and down. Peyton Morris with the solo block. Her second time being involved in a block in this one. She had 21 total blocks coming into this match. Off the tape. And the combination for Boric. That's the first time we've seen that one. On the serve receive, slid in, and takes that swing out of the middle. She's quite the outside. Remember last year doing the SLIAC semifinal with Webster and Westminster. It was back and forth between the outsides on each of those sides, as Boric had quite the night there. I think close to 20 kills in that one, and a nice roll shot there. Tied up at 3. Nelson on serve. It's going to be an overpass. Chicalera will have to set this one. And just missing that one long. Greenville on top 4-3. Cassidy Hill, the junior libero, on serve and gets the ace. 3 aces now. Glazebrook, Lempa, and now Hill have an ace in this one. Smith digs it out, and will take a big swing there. Cook with a big smile on his face at the sideline. Laughing that swing off, but inside he's probably wanting a little bit smarter of a play there by Smith and not such a big swing after a great dig to keep that one off the big swing from Borick. And it's going to be a kill on the outside for Peyton Morris, her first. A 6-4 lead. Saldana misses that one long. Hitting errors continuing to be a story here for the Gorlocks. And out of system. Just tipping it over. Patton with the swing. Gensel able to dig that one out. Smith on the dig on the other side. And another swing for Sakura Patton. This one goes down, her second kill. An 8-4 lead for the Panthers. Over on 2. First time we've seen a setter try and do that one. But both teams running a 6-2 offense. A little tougher to go over on 2. Free ball coming to Webster. On the slide and through the block for Fry. It's the first slide we've seen either team try as well. And Webster doing a few different things now that we did not see them do in that opening set. They ran Borick on the combination in the middle, a slide there. They're trying to move things around because of this block of Greenville. They wanted a double, nothing called. I don't know if that one ever cleared. If it did, it would have been a Webster ball, so it definitely did not. As Greenville with the point, Glazebrook in to serve. The serving specialist. Then DS. Guess more of a DS because she doesn't come out after her serve is over. And the double called there, 10-5. That's going to not quite work. Yeah, it did. Spore going in to serve. And an ace for Allie Spore, the first ace for the Gorlocks. 148 now on the season as a team. 24 for Allie Spore. They're down 3. Out of system are the Panthers. Smith with a nice big swing, but right at Borick. And off the block, Saldana gets herself her second kill. And now the server's error, so the ace miss for Spore. And Emily Stahl will go back to serve. Spivey back in the front row. Gensel with a nice serve receive. Kind of a little quick set there. Dumping down the line. Nelson rolls it over. Murray with the dig. Again, out of system as Bork has had to set a lot lately. She gets an assist on that one with Nelson rolling it over for the kill. Webster down 2 here in set 2. Greenville got the first set 25-14. Off the block. Tight to the net, and nothing Boric could do on that one. Lempa back into serve, going at Boric, the overpass. It's on the Panthers' side. Tipping it is Smith. And everyone backing off with the big swing Jasmine Smith has. They'll be able to tip that one right in there. Boric. Haven't seen many from her like this, but that's what she can do. And the reason you try to get a big block on her as much as possible. And a nice decision from Fry to go over on two there after the Boric dig. 13-11, Greenville still on top. Smith off the block. Nelson through the block. Short serve. Smith with a nice play to come in and get it. And into the tape was Fink. We're tied up at 13. No movement from Coach Ackerman. Over on two by Lempa. Nelson into the block. And down by Fry. Webster fought back and takes the lead. And a net violation on Lemper. That the pass took her into the net. Couldn't keep that momentum out after she set that one. And it's a 2-point lead. This is a great run from Portell. And a great cut shot, but it misses by Smith. Wondering if a timeout might be taken here shortly. This was 13-11 when I glanced up, but the service error. Great run from Portell to give the Gorlocks the lead as they're up 2. They didn't hold the lead at all in that first set as Nelson able to get that kill. And Nelson into the tape. Back-to-back service errors. Hill going back to serve down 2. Easy one for Boric. She'll go in the middle with the swing off the block by Lauren Boric. She will go back to serve. Smith on the serve receive. And Peyton Morris tips it in for the kill. Patton Murray, double sub. Down 2. Caitlin Murray on serve. Blocked. And Saldana able to chicken wing that one as she runs into cover, and they're going to say it was touched by someone on the Gorlock net. This roll shot is sent over. Nice job by reaching to grab that one. Tipping it line and 2. Far down, couldn't get saved. Another kill for Peyton Morris. Down 1. In to the net. Only saw the one service error in that opening set. We've now seen 4 in this one. 3 for Webster, 1 for Greenville. Webster has a 2-point lead at 19-11 and make it 20-17. Stahl. Nelson with the dig and the overpass. Stahl puts that one down. A quick wipe up of the floor here at 2018. Webster on top. Sabina tips it. Glazeman's going to have to put some power behind on the free ball. She does, and it's going to work. Portell trying to be aggressive there, but she was backing off the net and got underneath that ball, and that one sailed way long. Glazebrook on serve, down 1. The 3 ball, what a dig by Hill. Oh, the short free ball doesn't go over. Two-point Webster lead. Spohr in the serve. Smith with the big swing, but it was blocked. Glazebrook dug it out. Smith again, rolling that one line and just out. No, in. Both officials call it in. Our line judge right down the line called it in. Gensel thought it was out. She let it go. And it's a 1-point Webster lead. It's a 4-1 and a 3-1 run now. Scratch that. 22-20. Chicalero in to serve. The junior out of St. Louis. Tipping it and over on 1. Little smirk on Chicalero's face after that one. Roll shot, but Hill was right there. That's tight. And I think it glazed off the antenna. Point for Webster. They're 2 points away from taking this set. And that one's sailing long. 4 missed serves in this set for Webster, but they're 2 points away from taking the set. But a great server in Lempa at the line now for Greenville. Boric has it blocked. A big double block for Spivey and Finch. Quick glance at that one. That was mostly Spivey up, but the block assist, Finch will get one as well. Down the line, Portell. And it's a set point at 24-22. Portell on serve. Lempa will go to Smith. It's dug out in the back row. Chicalero sends a free ball over. Finch wants on the outside. She'll get it. Chicalero digs it out. Boric off the block and down. Lauren Boric with a great set. 25-22, your final in set 2. We have a good one here. We'll take a break, come back, set 3 after this on the Panther Sports Network.
Your hard work and integrity, your drive and determination, they should be rewarded. At Greenville University, we believe that you are more than a test score. Earn up to a $19,500 annual scholarship just for being you. No test score, no GPA requirement. Panther Preferred, a character-based scholarship that sees you for you. Learn more about the Panther Preferred Scholarship online at greenville.edu.
Out there are possibilities. You want experiences and an education that challenges you. But under all of that, you want to know that you can make a difference, no matter where your possibilities take you. We believe you can. Experiences, education, and career readiness are our standard. Developing your character and opening your eyes to how you can serve others, that's our calling.
Back here, set 2 went in favor of Webster. They took it 25-22. So similar to when they played back on the 30th, very similar. Greenville took the first set tonight 25-14. On the 30th, they took the first one 25-16. Webster took the second one both nights by the same score of 25-22. Only difference, and we'll see if it changes, Webster lost the next two as Greenville really dominated at the end of that one. Big difference here as we get ready to start set 3. The hitting percentages I mentioned there, an 0.62 after set 1 for Webster. They get a quick point on the block from Portell and Boric. But mentioning hitting percentages, 0.62 after set 1 for Webster. They're up to 141. Greenville fell from 343 to 194. There's your big difference in this one so far. We'll give you more numbers when we get a chance. But a big swing out of the middle for Portell. She's had quite the night. She's now up to 8 kills to lead the way. She's hitting .462, and that's only going up. Spivey is blocked. Smith rolls it over. Nice dig by Gensel. Net violation on somebody, not called. We're going to keep playing. The net's still moving. Boric had to wait. No instant replay. This isn't D1 level. We can go back and find something. Based on Webster's reaction, both the players and Mary Graff, I'm thinking it's got to be someone from that Panther block went into the net, probably when they turned to go off the net. You got to put that point behind you and keep playing as we're tied up at 2. Nelson with the swing off the tape. Morris tips it. Nice read from Gensel. The net is still moving a lot. I don't know if that was the ball or if someone hit it again. Boric off the block. Hill will set. Then the run through from Chicalero, and it's not, yeah, it did go down. Lempa thought she got to it. But a nice tip. Hill with the serve receive. Finch off the block. Boric says no. Let's see if we can get a glance at that. Not sure if we'll get a good enough glance on if it went off the block or not. It looks like it did hit Boric. She was waving no the whole time, but it kind of looks like she did get an arm on it. Boric tips deep. Smith low roll. Nelson sends the down ball. Tight. And just punched over. Boric tried to go off block there, but could not get to it. You could see she did try to swipe it off of Fink, but just missed. Double block covered from Lempian. Finch rolls it. Ooh, and the roll does not work for Morris, and we're tied up at 4. Nelson on serve. Finch is blocked from Boric. And I don't know. They're saying it went out. Apparently it goes off the antenna, off of Boric. Let's see. Finch was going crazy. You can't really tell from our angle on if that ended up sliding off the antenna. It definitely landed in. There was no question about that. It was definitely off the block. So the only way it could have been was if it goes off the arm of Boric and into the antenna. That one's blocked. And Stahl, along with Morris, getting a block assist there. And a block. Oh, and they're going to say it stays up. Probably could have called that a lift. And now it's through and down. 3-point Greenville lead. I'm not sure if that cleared. It did not. And a timeout called by Mary Nelson, down 8-4. We'll take a quick break as well here on the Panthers Sports Network. Back here, Panthers Sports Network, tied at 1 set apiece. Third set is in favor of Greenville early on, 8-4. Greenville takes the first one, 25-14, Webster comes back, gets the second one, 25-22. Back to action here. That one never cleared. Borick will go back to serve, down 3. Just off the tape, and it will work. And there's an ace. Depending on who's scoring, they might give the first one an ace too, but I'm not going to because it did hit 2 players. That one definitely was. Way outside, cutting it back. Nice play by Saldana. And off the block and down for Emily Stahl. Greenville up 2. Glazebrook diving out, but Hill couldn't bring that one back. Gensel on serve. And the kill for Socorro Patton. The long bump set from Murray. Kind of got a smile on her face after that one. Nicely done by Saldana to keep that one alive. Murray had enough room to keep that one. Tipping it. Not much you could do. That set did not get far enough out. Down the line, Borick with a nice dig. And tipping it over. The freshman Saldana up to 4 kills. Coach Ackerman asking about Saldana coming across center court on that play, but I think she hit it on her side and then her momentum just took her that forward, didn't actually come across the line to play it, and that's why they allowed it. And the hard tip. A couple Panthers on the bench running a lift. Thinking it might have stuck in the hand too long. And we're tied up at 10. Loose ball on the floor. They were rolling it down. I think hit some feet there in the front row. And onto the floor, so we'll just replay this one. Good serve receive. Patton skied for that one. Boric played on a ball that was probably going out. And the freshman Saldana having quite the set. He's got 4 kills here on this rotation through the front row. That's big to get kills and points with your big hitter in the back. And a nice line shot from Jasmine Smith. That's what makes this Greenville team so dangerous is you don't know where they're going to go. You can go Smith either front row or back row. You can go Finch off the right side. And there's no problem if you go to one of the middles in Stahl or Spivey or even onto the outside with Peyton Morris or even Socorro Patton. They can all take the reign from one game to the other. You just don't know where they're going. This Webster team, you know, about 75% of the time it's going to go to Boric. Well, definitely when she's in the front row. You haven't really seen them set her out of the back in this one. Nice long rally here. That's tipped over by Nelson. Chicalero in to serve. Ooh, might have been going long. I think Glazebrook was yelling deep. And no movement after Lempa kept that one up. Webster fighting back with the lead now, 13-11. Off the block, dug up. Boric tips it in the block. Smith right there. Fink just rolls it. Off the block and Boric with the kill. I think these last few rotations that Finch and Smith have been up there, they've stayed on with where the rotation is. That Finch is hitting on the outside right now instead of coming over. Smith can certainly jump, but a 5'8" compared to 6-footer blocking Boric. Some of these plays really don't have time to even switch, which might be more of it as well. And we'll have to set this one. Smith off the block. Boric, nice dig by Hill. Off the ceiling and down. Nice play by Greenville. They know this ceiling well enough. Oh, and what a play by Lempa. Aggressive there by Hill, but can't get it. The roll, Lempa again diving out. It's a big point. That would have been a momentum swinger into Greenville's direction if they got that point. Especially with this crowd, they would have gone crazy if the Panthers got that one. Webster able to fight and get that point in one of the best rallies we've seen. And now it's a 4-point Gorlock lead. Tipping it over, Nelson right there. Boric off the tape. Finch able to power that one through. Height there, the one-handed set. And Boric put it too wide. Not much he could do as the set from Lempian with the one hand couldn't get high enough that Boric really could only shoot it over like she did. Out of the middle, and I think a triple block up that time. Smith out of the back row. Tight to the net, and it's going to go Jasmine Smith. She only had 6 kills after 2 sets. She had the team lead. Finch had 5. Low pass there, but what a set to get that one up to the height needed. Nice bump set there to get Portell a high enough set. Lempian on the dig. Nelson will roll it. Gorlock's up 2. Big swing by Morris, and it's going to go. Long back set. Dug up by Smith as she stays on the floor to let Lempa go get it. All the way across. Hill will set. Sends it deep in the corner. I like that play. But it was an easy one for Smith to get to, and Fink able to put it away. On the back set, Nelson tips it. Nice read by Hill. And a one-handed stab from Chicalero. Gensel sends a down ball. If she put that one down after the dig by Chicalero, it would have been crazy on the Webster bench just for a libero kill in general. Greenville has the lead here, 17-16. Timeout Webster, their second timeout of the set. You can see Greenville took that first one 25-14, 25-22 for Webster, 17-16 now for the Panthers. Really never went through those stats there at the end of the first, or at the end of that second set. We mentioned those hitting percentages, but individually Portell led the way with 7. She's had a real good night. Unofficially, probably up at around 8 or 9 now. Boric is up near 7 or 8 as well. Probably the same for Finch and Smith at this point as well. The service has been very strong in this one. 6 errors combined, I believe. There might be one other one in this set. That's back to action here. Up 1 for Greenville. Tipping it over. Lempa stabs at it. And Fink puts it down. Unofficially, I have Fink for 10 kills. She took advantage of the COVID year and came back and is having yet another strong season. Nice dig by Jasmine Smith in the back row. Ooh, but Morris couldn't put it over. Back to Finch, I was saying, having a great season, leading the team in kills. Only one above 200. Jasmine Smith not far behind. She's in the 190s. I think it shows the difference of these two. When 211 coming in was leading the team, and Bork was above 300 to lead her team. And Stahl with the kill. (19-17). Panthers on top. Murray serving. That just had to get tipped over. They'll go to Peyton Moore. She'll tip it. Someone wanted a net violation. Nothing called. Chickalera with a nice dig. Perfect dig, really. Hill being aggressive, trying to go over on one for the second time. Not working. Stahl with the block. And it's a 3-point lead. That one misses long, or wide, I should say. And no, they're going to say it went off the block. Coach Ackroyd wanted to know if our down official was the one that called it, and he was. Big swing, but the solo block from Spohr. As Fry couldn't get there in time. Late jumping on that one as well. No lift called there. Stahl can't get it, punches that one up. Tied to the net there. And that one's going to go for Stahl. And she's got some emotion after that one. Got her at 5 kills now. Glazebrook into serve, 4 points away from the set. Saldana tips it, what a pancake from Glazebrook. They couldn't get it, but have a look at Glazebrook diving in to keep this one up. Nicely done by her. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the point out of it. Misses long with Stahl. We're tied up at 21. Throw conference records, overall records out when these two teams play. The coaching staffs have been together a long time. Smith diving out. A free ball. What does Webster do with it? They tip it. Nice play, Glazebrook, but Stahl punches it to the back line. After conversation there. Webster still on serve, up 1. Big swing, but a better dig. There, Gray had that dig. She came in to play back row for Borick. And Smith able to put that one away. Tied up at 22. Stahl on serve. Dempsey will free ball it over. Smith puts it through, and it's a 1-point lead. No timeouts for Webster. Off the block and down, tied up at 23. Rolling it in the block, diving to keep it up. Cross-court shot, Murray with a nice dig. I'm not sure if that cleared. No call, so they said it did. And now Webster furious that that wasn't called for contact. As Mary Graff looks at her team saying, shake it off. We got another point here. Set point for Greenville. Lumpa on serve. Not many others. They'd want to serving in this spot. Nelson is blocked, covered, and what a play by Fink. A smart play by the senior on the overpass. Tips it to the open floor, and they take this one 25-23. We will take a break, come back, set 4 when we get back here on the Panthers Sports Network, powered by collegecast.com. Numbers after the third set, extremely even. 39 kills, 137 swings, 22 errors for Webster. That's a 124 hitting percentage. 40 kills on 139 attempts, only 15 errors, so 180 hitting percentage. But the kills and swings are so close between these two right now. Lempa leads the way, 17 assists. Murray with 15 assists. On the other side, 17 for Olympian, 15 for Nelson. We're looking at the kills. Portell leads the way for her side with 12. Bork with 8. On the other side, Fink has 12. Smith has 10. Blocking-wise, 8 blocking assists, so 3 block assists for Portell, 1 each for Saldana, Fry, Boric, Nelson, and Spur. 6 block assists as a team, 2 solo blocks. Morris and Stahl each have an assist and a solo, and then 2 assists for Fink and Spivey. 3 aces, 2 errors for Greenville at the service line. 4 aces, 4 errors for Webster at the line. 25-14 in favor of Greenville. Webster took set 2, 25-22. Greenville comes back with a great tight one, 25-23. In that third set alone, we had 9 ties and 5 lead changes. Lempa will get us started here in set 3, or set 4 rather. And it's going to be a point for Greenville to open up the 4th set. Greenville back in action here on the Panthers Sports Network Friday when they host Fonpon. Tied up at 1. Portell on the serve. Fink tips, but it's down. How that one falls. I think Coach wants to know the same thing. A couple players reached for it. No one went to the floor with it. And Fry gets her team the lead here, 2-1. Off the block and down. Fry and Nelson combined for that block. Off the block, a solo for Boric. Teams love it when one of their pins put the solo block up. That one misses a little wide. Nelson on the right side gets it down. It's a 5-2 lead for Webster. It's only the 5th time we'll take that back. The 7th time that Greenville has had to go to a 4th. They're 2-2 in the 4th set, 0-2 in 5th sets. That one's tight and not going to get over. A 6-2 lead early on for the Gorlocks here in set 4. Nice swing by Fink. It's a big one. 13 kills now for Anna Fink. Double contact called there on Nelson. Boric off the right side. Boric will set this one. And Spohr puts it wide. Greenville down 2. So Dana in the middle just tipped it over. Cross court shot. Boric can't quite run it down. Hill will set this one. Patton off the block. Nice dig by Gray. And Saldana put it in the tape. This was 6-2 in favor of Webster. We're now tied up at 7. Fry took the first one. That's not what Webster wants. And a big swing from Peyton Morris. Over on 2. Morris will get to swing. Misses that one long. Genso with the serve. Gray with the dig. Cross court, nicely done by Spohr. It's a little cross court roll shot. Placed it perfectly. Murray couldn't get there in time. And Stahl gets that kill. Glazebrook will come in and serve. Tied up at 9. Murray gets there. Hill will free ball it. Off the right side, and they want to touch. No touch detected. Webster with the 1-point lead. Lepian in to serve. The junior out of St. Charles. Smith just tips it. Nelson over on 2. No, and the slide doesn't work. Stahl and Smith up on the block. That was off the antenna by Nelson. And Greenville takes the 1-point lead. A big swing from Portell. 13 unofficially for the junior from Festus. Chicalero in to serve. Gensel had the dig. We're tied up at 11 here in set 4. Greenville took the first and third sets. Webster came back in set 2. Another good rally here in the double block. Boric and Portell. Good hard serve from Kickalero, but handled well by Greenville, and a block by Nelson. Portell also probably gets a block assist there. Block has been huge for Webster. I believe they'd be at 10 block assists now. Boric has a solo. And Portell smartly stays at the net, knowing Lempa had to put it over. And she ended up with the one-handed stuff there on the little roll shot. 2-point Webster lead, Off the block, and it's going to go for Smith. Got a hard tip off the block. That one goes through the block for Nelson. Nelson goes back to serve. Allie Spoor into the front row. And the service error. 5th error as a team for Webster. Only the first one here in set 4. Way outside, not much to do, and they're going to call a double. I think Morris might have been a little in between on where to send it and possibly how to send it over. And her hands were not even. Out of system, here's Greenville. Finch just rolls it into the back row. Lempa will send a free ball over right to Fry. On the slide, way out. The set wasn't there for Fry. She had to reach back to get that one. And way underneath it when she sends that one long. 16-15, Webster on top. And no touch there. Looks like Fry was almost going for it to be a quick 1, but it was set as a 2, and the tip goes into the tape. Off the block, slows it down. Greenville will go to Patton with a big swing. Gensel, another nice dig. Fans wanted a double. That was not a double. That was pretty clean from Boric. Greenville gets the point either way. I'm not sure if your fans can see it from where our main angle is, but Gensel, the libero for Webster, almost takes a running start when she comes in to dig. She is like back on the line and almost takes a couple steps up to get the ball. I kind of see her always going down and running up when she takes it. And there was a service error after the little wipe-up delay. We're tied up at 17. Gensel on serve. Blocked and down. Portell with another one. Nice serve received by Hill. And the block by Portell. She has been big in this one. I've got her helping out on 6 blocks now to go along with double-digit kills. Had 12 after 3 sets. And another block. Smith able to keep this one alive. Oh, and couldn't get it cleared. Glazebrook will come in and serve. It's a 1-point Gorlock lead. Nice dig by Borick. And that one is down from Smith. And a timeout called by Webster as we're tied up at 19. We will take a quick break and be back here on the Panther Sports Network.
Small school that believes you were uniquely made for a big purpose, and we want to help you pursue it. So while you may not know our name, when you leave here, they'll know yours. Shape the world at Greenville University.
Greenville 25-14 in set 1. Webster gets set 2, 25-22. Greenville bounces back 25-23 in set 3. We are tied up at 19 here in set number 4. It's a timeout called by Webster. Glazebrook will be serving. Panthers have Stahl, Padden, and Smith in the front row. It's Zeldana, Portell, and I believe Spohr in the front row for Webster. It's going to be a Panther point. Nelson trying to make the case that Smith cleared the net there. And a quick sub coming here as they're going to bring in Cassie Gray to pass for Borick. Serving right at Gray. Padden gets the kill. 21-19. Padden again off the right side, misses it, yes, 21-20. Lempian in to serve. Down 1. We hope to have Coach Ackerman up here to talk about this one at the conclusion. Big dig there. Saldana with the roll. And it's going to go. Stahl gets that one to go. Although the accidental kill. Because they were kind of scrambling. She just kind of reaches out and pokes it over. 22-20. Webster calls a timeout. As we are tight in this one. Greenville back at home on Friday when they take on Fontbonne. Busy weekend here on the Panthers Sports Network. We have volleyball Friday night, football playing Crown out in Minnesota at 1 o'clock on Saturday. And then we have a soccer doubleheader, both against Fontbonne at 1 and 3. All the action here on the Fontbonne, or not on the Fontbonne, on the Panthers Sports Network. So 4 games in pretty much a day and a half from Friday night through Saturday afternoon. I believe it is homecoming weekend for the Panthers. As we are back here, 22-20. Panthers on top, trying to get this one. Trying to go to 10-0 inside conference play. Good serve receive. Portell gets the kill. She has been outstanding in this one. Piccolero on serve. Off the block, Gensel there. Borick misses the hands. And it's 23-21. Lempa into serve, 2 points away from the MAC. Lempa with the dig. Hill will set Glazebrook. She doesn't get many swings. Off the tape. Nelson with the roll. Lempa will take it. Hill will set Smith. Borick off the net with the roll shot. Finch way outside, brings it back in. And it's 24-21, 3 match points coming for the Panthers. Looking for their 20th win on the season. Tipping it over, Lempa right there. Off the block. Smith tips it. Overpass. Smith puts it away. They take this one 25-21. Take a couple glances. First, the dig by Lempa. Diving out with the pancake there. And then also pull up this final point with Smith getting it off the block. They're on the overpass and down, 25-21. We'll take a break, hopefully have Coach Ackerman with us when we get back on the Panthers Sports Network.
It started in a small town in southern Illinois, where a dream to play collegiate basketball took me from my familiar Christian home to a faith-filled university. And before I knew it, I found a new home, on the court with my basketball team, as a student body president, where I felt even more in love with my community. And I found a leader, and myself, in the marketing department, covering social media, learning about photography and video, and starting a podcast. On the stage at a local church, and in the dorm as an RA. In the classroom, student teaching as an English education major. A major I chose when I decided to cultivate my passion for writing, and when I felt a call from God to become a guidance counselor and a coach. On this path, I was challenged like I've never been challenged before. I learned to dig deep, trust myself, and trust God. My faith grew strong, my friends became my family, and when I tripped up, I found support and love, guidance and grace. I learned that I was uniquely made to shape the world, that my passions mean something, and my purpose is out there, ready to be fulfilled. I chose this path, and I am prepared for what lies ahead. I was uniquely made to shape the world.
As we're joined by Coach Tom Ackerman. Thank you for coming up, Coach. This was a hard-fought game here to get this one.
Yeah, it was for sure. I thought Webster played really good. We've played them a few times over the years, so Mary and I both know each other well, know what we're going to do, know our tendencies. So always tough to play them, and I thought they played really great tonight. What's her name? I don't know her name. Number 26, she was fantastic tonight. She did a really good job. Couldn't contain her at all.
Yeah, you must like that you were able to keep Boric to under 10 kills because she is so good at the net and a really low hitting percentage for her as well. Yeah, but as you said, Portell was huge. I mentioned that a few times during this one as well.
Yeah, for sure. Is this after 3 sets or this after 2 sets I'm looking at here? I mean, this isn't after the 4th set, is it? I don't have the one after the 4th set. I was trying to see what Boric ended with.
Boric had 9 there at the end.
Good. Yeah.
Gave you the wrong one.
Yeah. That's all right. 9 and 8. Yeah, she did good. We contained her. You know, she's always a focal point. You're always going to try and worry about her. I thought she looked a little hurt tonight, so I don't know if she's got something going on late in the season, but she's a phenomenal player and just a great kid too. She's a great teammate, so you always notice that about her as well.
And what was your plan with her? Did you try and get Finch on her? I noticed early on you had Finch blocking her. Was that the plan to get the bigger block?
Yeah, we had the matchup all night, and so that's exactly what we want is Finch against her. When we played at their place, it was a great battle between the two contenders for Player of the Year. It was a great matchup. Tonight she was just a little off, but phenomenal player. So yeah, that was a great match. We've just not fought as hard here late. So after we lost to WashU at home, I think that was going to be the pinnacle for us and kind of get us over a big hump in our program. We took that loss, and now we're still recovering a little bit. So hoping it's coming at the right time, and then we're going to peak again late. But it's a roller coaster of a season. We always tell our girls that, and you want the lows before you get into the postseason. So it's okay to have a low right now. You don't want that low starting on Tuesday of your last match in conference and then just kind of trickle down. So I like where we're at here. It's really okay. It's kind of good stuff for us to work through. If we sweep them in 3 easily, it's not what we need right now. It's definitely not what we need. So I thought they did a great job.
I mentioned it during the broadcast of you really don't know where your centers are going to go because you have so many players that can really contribute. 3 players in double figures tonight for you.
Yeah, no, that's where we lean into. So we want to have the most well-rounded offense in the conference, and so we know what matchups we want to try and get with certain kids against certain blockers. And you can put a game plan together for us, but you never know where we're going to hurt you and what we're going to do. So that's what we always try to pick up early. What the other teams try to do, are they cheating one way? Can we create some one-on-one situations? And we have the pieces to do that, and we have the ball control. So Chas was phenomenal tonight. Kept us in system all night. My goodness, she was great. I thought she played really well. So,
and 10-0 inside conference play, another 20-win season. You guys just rack up 20-win seasons like it's nothing. Besides last year, but that was a little bit different year in general.
Well, we were 18-2, so we won 18 out of the 20, so we did well. Yeah, I'm super spoiled as a head coach. So I have my associate head coach Haley Gibson, who could be the head coach tomorrow. We wouldn't skip a beat. I have on the bench Phil Davis, who was our former men's volleyball coach, and then I have Nick Corrigan, who's our current men's volleyball coach. So I just really get to enjoy it. I'm spoiled, surrounded by a staff that's absolutely incredible, and just great kids that want to be here and be a part of the program. So it's really fun. Chas had 28 digs tonight. I didn't see that. I'm just seeing that right now. Holy cow. So, yeah, she did just fine.
And she tried to sneak a couple over on one.
She
there,
did.
but Webster was there to cover those.
That's her favorite shot. I think I've talked about that before. I hate it when it works because then she just keeps doing it. But, if she does it, you watch her. She'll look over and kind of point at me at the bench and just kind of tell me that she should be doing that. But she played phenomenal. I didn't realize she had that many digs, but, man, she was really good tonight.
And another big one on Friday. Pompon coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we get that win. If we've sealed first in hosting at this point with where we're at, but Friday we don't have to share with Westman, and it doesn't come to any tiebreakers or anything. So we win the tiebreaker from here no matter what. So even if we lose the next 2 matches, we host. But that's not good enough for us. That's not where we want to be. But the conference tournament will be here on that Saturday, November 6th. We'll play the first match as the 1 seed. But, yeah, I want to put the exclamation point on it with 2 more. It's been since 2009 that anybody's ran the conference and went undefeated, and we definitely want to do that and make our mark. And then Friday night's our homecoming, senior night. We got all kinds of fun stuff going on. So we can wrap up, the single, don't have to share conference, senior night, and our homecoming, which would be phenomenal.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have people back.
Yeah,
some alumni coming back.
Great.
You know any alumni coming back for this one?
Oh, absolutely. Ton of kids coming back. We always have a huge turnout for our alumni events. Kids stay super connected to the program. We've really built a good culture here with the help of my assistants, and kids have been through the program, treated as a family, and just try and keep it going. So they've just done a great job with that for sure. So
well, we'll talk Friday night. Hopefully it's after another win.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you, Coach, for joining us there. I think Haley's got yours. As that will do it here on this one. As we mentioned, another big win here for the Panthers. They are 10-0 in conference, 20-6 now on the season. Gorlocks fall to 11-13 overall, 5-6 inside conference play. They are in a fight for that 4th spot right now. Westminster in 2, Spalding in 3, Fontbonne and Webster began the day in 4th, tied for 4th. So it's a big one coming on Friday night. Homecoming, senior night, he mentioned everything. They now know they are hosting that conference tournament, as he said, on November 6th. We are here on CollegeCast as part of SLAG to cover all 3 of those matches for you that day. As I'm James Sullivan signing off, saying join us on Friday for senior night homecoming, Fontbonne Greenville, here on the Panthers Sports Network.